And now, stories be a very interesting. But now I say, na yeshe hawa Champions League slot for the English Premiership, especially when Na City a tricky game against Bournemouth. Well, good news for Manchester City, and then it starts with Kevin De Bruyne. You know, say na almost say goodbye Eddie Amano. And say, in my brain, of course, some yet focus said the man can Kev. Of course, in my brain, I cost Eddie Amano Kevin De Bruyne. One of the good news, and I say Rodri Cascante, Ballon d'Or winner, or your back, and then Obenya Kwenya Bobo bro yi Haaland free Monday 82nd minute ebe ball kakra. So Rodri is back, and City, of course, must also in 3 points. Well, let's have a conversation. Stories are eba no die anu ohye. It's my friend in Fafra and Famao says City enya no win, you know. Ama last game so I very tricky. Well, Liverpool 83 points, Arsenal 71 points, Manchester City 68 points, Newcastle 66 points, Chelsea 66 points, Aston Villa 66 points, Nottingham Forest also 7th 65. It's from 3rd position to the 7th position. 3rd Manchester City 68, 4th, 5th, 6th 66. Hi. My hero City there ohia draw. Onyanya draw pa. I think say against Fulham are good to go. Chelsea and you can so lose quarter kra. Obo draw kra no a den there but me obo draw so be hu kakra o. Hey, and Chelsea just a moshe. Because draw kra no Aston Villa share, then Newcastle share. Then Chelsea eba be di 6 derby. And the Chelsea new option be out, just a win. Aye. Hey, Asamuaba. Anyway, my name is stories. Share and Madrid are so giddy. Hey, Real Madrid. Share say and ya could say a Madrid 4 year meeting. Oh, you who that then I cost my Madrid there. Who we are free. And Nico Williams. Madrid say oh people say Barca fool. Mo pakure last year. Afi and I know Laporta be interview some attention in Nico Williams. They are looking at other options. Madrid for the cash for the some fa. Say attention in na kwa kodi Nico Williams. Some person fan Nico Williams. It's about the first you're willing to pay boy no release clause. So boy no any if I teach you boy no better as you kwadia for boy no add the number. They are willing to pay the release clause. However, so when nyamba pe Rodrigo Goes on also to pay now ko into some funny Nico Williams and let's say Rodrigo Goes. Oh no Uruko. Oh jabe da no nyewonam no Uruko. Master Madrid for ake come one adio. Hey, funny Nico Williams pa must surprise here. Master ni brabo Madrid for numre giddy. And some kids to Madrid on here. Just say asomo yes says hey any brabo so person something no all of a sudden. Share Frankfurt 4 midfield be. 3 months ago, me catch us a City for an scout akwa for Hugo Larson. Young guy, I think it's about 20 years so baby. What if some Madrid akwa no? Wako Hugo Larson. Master, go for the niabre. Omania brutal. What? Hey. Oko Barcelona so ya. Enyumre ya dinner koso. Trophies no marginal as a set players board staff ekoye dinner. It's a numere amino ka say dinner ekoswa omudi dino na mudi mu home common identity say ekoso gidi dinner no de okwa first a hands flick and be pack the card down first. It's here no de ekoso but Deco edwumayo. Say Deco started the play stream your flower. So I wouldn't say obekwa no we manjo shrum. Juice Kunde ya freno and yes, some be jano kwa yo say contract extension 2030. Onko dwe homra 2030 June Kunde contract extension at the name. I'm extended contract in former team. What I say? Eric Garcia contract extension. Hey, so I told you the amount. Eric Garcia contract extension. Inigo Martinez, I don't cry the Martinez Laporta name on semester. More extendable in the contract, personally. Inigo Martinez contract extensions. They say extension. Is giddy over Barcelona camp. Okay. Yes, a Christian so be our friend. Yes, we got the contract is so NJB waka 1 year. Penny for so be you money. Yes, the Agawan about Satodu because Christians, still come out trains and KB Barcelona for my friend. Oh, as we say, Brana Beji 1 year before come where. But to be a feel, what I say, I'm an acquire star big cra. I'm an acquire star big cra. Anyway, my man 2 months I want to swear. Danny Cabayal say, Jabi Alonso Bana. Obeba Barcelona no, obeba Real Madrid no, Jabi Alonso Ayobia or no only Madrid ye power ball, only Madrid send ye see ball a defending the Madrid for badge no. Into ye pobi only Madrid oba Madrid on your problem. Hey coach we, that's a problem you know. What I say about betting me aye Germany ye pa no en sama Danny Carvajal and also aka ade atujanam. Okay, no problem. Let's move on. Share Liverpool format say ball in fact management for ni be etu if UK call England omukosia eja John W Henry owner no on per se omo convince na say Liverpool for should pay sasika no a Liverpool for airpe no esan say boy ni ba obetinya boy Liverpool say they are going to convince the owners to find cash to pay flowing vets. Na say hey kofo ebani abri o I say like joke kofo no only abri pa o hey okay hey Nike and Vinicius Junior and so collabo no e so kama etwitwa mfoni e de aba enti Vini and Nike say boot no so e available e just say Vinicius Junior signature boot no and so e available we twa ni nyina and so e de ato de amines hey Vini no do hwe Raul Gonzalez enya offer na offer no na efi SC Bra what I say SC Bra e wo Portugal. Also, Ombreye, eja coach Raul Sonko. Now, Brave we come pay Manchester City for Carlos Vicens, assistant coach, and also on Kono Masanso about Raul. No Raul, Matters all years ago. Hey, Raul, 2 bets na Castilla was senior man. Hey, anyway, Jude Bellingham. Okay, let's hear this say. After the Club World Cup, and obey shoulder surgery, it's yes, obey hospital now. Madrid a treaty for Mendy womb, Antonio Rudiger, Eda Militao, other place, yes, a hop and boy, no, the surgery, and so Ebecosu to Jude Bellingham, a benya corner, so yeah. 2 to 3 months, and I just said, Jabi Alonso, like the same year, start the season, ne bia, na Jude Bellingham and Kanuti. Jabi Alonso would have to find a way to start the season without Jude Bellingham. Of course, that is the story. And also, everybody hey, but shoulder injury, there was so quiet. What I say, it is too much. Anyway, and then AS for Cranomo report to say, oh, we are aware, said Jabi Alonso. One here, they are not 3 back now. What bank of was so Jabi Alonso 3 back now. Oh, but since Mukra, likely say, I'll 4 at the back. And okay, Charlie, Yanko Victor Osimhen, I saw any Kobon Komakakra, Victor Osimhen. Now, Charlie Galatasaray, who is still, hey, Gala. Also makes me to 65 million. Hey, Galatasaray. Just say Osimhen no. Ofru o metwa hwe wu. Also makes you see can Napoli for obim kutomu 65. So Napoli for per 80. 65 nti Napoli for ntia say, well, Juventus for why is serious gid. Them say Victor Osimhen they say so taking decision. Juvenile Galanie Saudi Arabia die open die Thomas Tay Partey also yeah then what's nana of course meetings are so and there Thomas Tay Partey camp and that's of Arsenal so say contracts and seven and amugusu omoka him say Martin say proposal no cry 1+1 what I say 1 year plus of course an extension to extend for 1 more year which will probably be the club's option you see koma akoswa yehwe se eja Thomas Step party bet na ketua so na what's na club with the body asanka eja nka you because I want Thomas Step party to stay honestly to be very honest so it's na ebebo Thomas Step party na fe choka ri nyina etuotwa okay but we come Manchester United as well na me ko bonko kakra ma hu se yes workers na no yeja omo kwan esanse sika any Manchester Sergeant Ratcliffe etititi ni pa no so no yes kakra no anka no a omunye hu omu faith no omu kwa no pese omu panyifo mu bepa me yemu mayehu ni ntamu panyifo so munya botre ye ko pre-season e ba e be take decision hey players no krasa na no be catch us a ticket e mo yezu omodwa se hotel ni kra na yede mo mu esu entiche se Manchester United e high 2 extra hotels e de ka won say UEFA form mo 3 entiche so mo high 2 extra hotels say staff family members near the door so yes man you for the penny for say what say United for say almost say a car United for abrogu anya kaketwa £1 billion and a club the Edeka 300 million in the a year transfer so my muntiaka via amortization in time you must spread the cost into and on quiet £300 million omunye ntuawie into a car that table no so Sergeant Ratcliffe yes all konsaka no and a £1 billion no into papa no yes say near bre Europa no nyina no kire say Europa no Manchester United etimigia o menya £100 million £100 million it is asika no neni abresanka eja munya ward what I say masa Ruben Amorim munya ward United for akwa asomge bibia you okay Bruno Fernandes say all of them omo akwa Matisse delete na oka squad but Matisse say and you're likely so be a part of the squad because we said on your 2 feet. Well, what about Lenny Euro, Joshua Zeski, and Diego Dallo? Me so will be a question. No, coach, and say, Ninia just said, "I'm back." Name on me both few minutes. Name few minutes in the crowd. I'm on no. Sure say, boys, in the park as well. On me make a huge impact at the Manchester United. Well. And someone also I cannot say nipa bebre and a football no a Manchester United from different perspective. One of you say winning European title and I say Europa no cry a year name Ochia ensese bibi kese bia wo Manchester United name ono de osusu say wo Manchester United ekonenim ekwaje Champions League no competing for the league no and now betimi edi insesi say yes a decision and say a trophy poor Manchester United and Ochia say look ono waka several times to say ono onim de oye on sun system and no say emrebi or catch them say or train storm be bebo na how you ready for the storm was storm no any current results na everybody but only was say on sun and sound no sense onim de oye pa enche and you ma start say afa the Manchester United. Well, it is all because they say Sergeant Ratcliffe or when the mujidi brutal hey yes hey Philly Robin Amori, so no cranny or more WhatsApp group be a opinion for the womb. I'll do Robin Amori, my camera. I'm going to direct into he said Robin Amori no our full support from the owners of the club. That is why he say on he knows what he's doing. And maybe Drew and Yama Befa and so Eddie Amom. Bruno Fernandes say Europa no or more course of meeting young or say it won't change anything. However, it can affect the future. It is a movie here. And so some be because you be as a name a benya effects, of course, positive one. The future of Manchester United. I know and some Bruno Fernandes and so Eka yo who was say so far Ruben Amorim he's been clear what he intends to do. Or since say club and who may yes Opia and to support Eberman Ruben Amorim right from day one. The ideas ni na clear guso or try so with me active Saudi and I'm okay, no problem. And I'm going to say, look, what now by Manchester United trophy captain now lifted this trophy. Recent captains, they find it difficult to lift European trophies. No, so what was to say that game and yes, captain. And all about you trophy or say the darkening in Manchester United will win the Europa. I don't need idea here this I'll say to captain and somebody here. David the for captain and some and for Tunchenkra. Well, Neymar, ya catch us waba and then what training successfully. Yanya in Premier Adams. Uja for no. Ka ayobisi shia beti ane prrr na kwe wasansu ya kwa kopra. but he's back. As I say, anyway, Alexander Del Piero says, say, or the Yamian say, when you're the UEFA license or Baby coach, what I say, it is a coaching license, no, Ninsaka. Hey, Alexander Del Piero, can't wait. Yes, anyway, here Leicester City for Martin Sompe Pamo, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Our money Southampton former coach, Russell Martin Kasa, yay, van Nistelrooy. Leicester, you made here. Well, yes, some person born in Nancy to a crown open baby for what I say. Now, almost also a different options. Say, and you bet me a boy club. No, it's okay. Yeah, Ewaha, share Manchester United, see the job of some town attacked by India and say, almost a goalkeeper or your second goalkeeper. The name of bet me Amma, Andrew Nana, proper competition. Pa, what I say. I don't see. Me also sound pay. That is why now Omolenke Emiliano Martinez to Manchester United. And me Kramatis Barcelona for say. Bad thing because boy, I kept you up a soldier. I'm Barcelona money is asking I'm going to for goalkeeper. And you say no na akwa problem. Okay, Hafinha contract extension no credit there. Hafinha no person to so that. It will credit by me just so. Hafinha contract extension there. A trade change said then crown no uja for be extended the amabasa. John no credit. Ye just so what I say Hafinha so agene there. Hey, Hafinha go for be Philippa. Okay. And upon maybe a story catcher said there are reports from Argentina. Elenke said Enzo, Real Madrid 4% to Sika Puduo at the top. Honestly, what I've been told is a Madrid 4% must sign a big player. And we all don't know the kind of player they want to sign. That's why people are linking Enzo Fernandez to the story. Say, if Madrid want to sign a big player, then automatically there. Na to say, Ebia, Enzo Fernandez. But Madrid for Enyan Tudin. What you say? I'm off for the susu say, Ebia. Ebeye on one of okay, no problem. Yate, yadi the baby beer the one some baba. Share Barcelona. You say afi on person sound so intensify the pursuit for Luis Diaz. Omo anka so mo ko hunu mejai. Martin said they could feel it, but you see Liverpool want to take over 80 million, of which I doubt if Barcelona will pay that money for Luis Diaz. Hey. Martin said Florentino Perez say, oh, you more Spanish players. Oh, the Real Madrid team, what I say, more Spanish players. It's say, ja, omoba, bet me abua the year pa. It's more Spanish players. Kevin De Bruyne, and Shayman Kadun, Al Mubarak, and so the Kevin De Bruyne Corans, no so. Oh, well, very mosaic be at the just like what they normally do for. Manchester City legends, what I say, into my video, but they are trying to start so and the area game, mama players, former Manchester City players, so many Kevin De Bruyne, Bobo, ja ubia kasa na, what can we be Eddie? I check Kevin De Bruyne, and then man, very emotional scene, very, very emotional, those players are, as when they supporters, it be share Kevin De Bruyne, Max. Ebi said the JC chese and then the entire place in the park no so o would say BB about Kevin De Bruyne as so we see from the supporters perspective me be woman as some committee me anyway I went to me some say Manchester United Leandela no mo pa mun kutu an interview Matter say Newcastle for group gidi na Newcastle minim some person mo ton Alexander Isak dia but some pe Leandela Omeja Callum Wilson quine into me name say Callum Wilson na moja the quine on pe Leandela pa ba be shemu dia because enibriaba pa see Leandela munke kam wo mbetena na hosa Charlie Saudi Arabia for no so matter say Etihad for no person mo fa Bruno Gimenez no omani abre what I say into Gimenez some person mo fa no na go are willing to pay what Newcastle want to take. Yo, there's a list from Brazil on which him say and then Carlo Ancelotti, the first call-up. Now, almost say a leaked call-up. Two goalkeepers near Lucas Piri and Hugo Souza. Really? Defenders Wesley, Dodo, Vanderson, Danilo, Fabrizio Bruno, Leo Ortiz, Alexandro, Alex Telles, Chao Henrique, midfielders. Gerson, Casemiro, Andre Santos, Oscar, Neymar, Alan Patrick. Any more for no? Hugo Jesus, Ivan Nelson, Pedro, Igor Piazao, Joao Pedro, and Richarlison. Now, let's just say, well, anyway, let's see. Let's say he's resting the big guys for, of course, Club World Cup neighbor Sunan. Nah, because they're a very interesting squad. But they are discussing, they say it is like so when a Kong squad and I'm Sky. Sir, how Kong is this? Anyway, never trying to officially and also about Brighton for PSV for defender. When you low one son high, Oliver Boscagli, Omakofano and Naba, see Brighton for no, and so who they are club Kessie. And see, boy, never joining from July 1st. Brighton for 8.5 million pounds. 8.5 million pounds. And Amutia, and so Eddie Akofa this particular player, the Sky. Anyway, teams are Aji Champions League, Asanso Aji Europa Abom. Omo 10. Chelsea J Conference League. Baba miensa across Europe. 10 clubs are Aji Champions League as Aji Europa no. Madrid. Of course 15 Champions League Europa no 2. Liverpool 6 Champions League Europa no 3. Bayern Munich 6 Champions Leagues Europa 1. Ajax 4 Champions League Europa 1. Inter Milan 3 Champions League Europa. Manchester United Champions League miensa Europa bako. Juventus Champions League mienu Europa miensa. Chelsea Champions League mienu Europa mienu nti omje conference na say oma satso omo ho kra. Porto 2 Champions League 2 Europa. And a PSV Champions League bako Europa bako. Hey, nti Chelsea jidi na say of course that will be good one. That will be very very good of course na say oma to omo ho kra. Very very nice. Okay? No problem. Let's move on. Fast. Manchester United for maybe you have a catch us say you see Ukraine and Old Trafford ama eja UK for agent for ko check you know omo say stars no so say so one sanso akwa yes sister no ano omo hu sa amwani bi e stadium nti no say United for Old Trafford no ya ma mu 2 star. Oh, Eradi Yesu. Manchester, Eddie has some crazy. I'm being told this say yes, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Amorim, Farman, you are Omunie, the same Penyufua, or one can say Jatum, a show leadership, a carry team, no, and so called a 2 players plus the coach, you know, says yes, offer how when you offer how when you ski, Yeti. I like take for a English Premiership, our team of the week. Electric for very credible institution. I'm say team of the season. I'm for Marcels of Nottingham Forest. Afei defenders Trent Alexander-Arnold, Milos Kekes, Bournemouth, Alfie Vale Van Dijk, and Gabriel Magalhaes. 4 and 5. 3-man midfield. Declan Rice, Ryan Gravenberch, and McAllister. And you have of Chris Hood, Alexander Isak, and of Mo Salah. La Liga, team of the season. Garcia, according to Juan Garcia, the Espanyol goalkeeper, he said in Penny. Rise back, Oscar Mingueza, Sota Vigo, Vivian, and Inigo Martinez, 4 and 5. Cantona, Villarreal for left back. Of course, 3-man midfield near Isco, Pedri, Fede Valverde. And he won Rafinha, Ayozi Perez, and Lamine Yamal. It's man for Kylian Mbappe and Gaon. No, the other big go kid, man for Nanka, then I have. Electric for say. Anyway, but when 2 minutes of this way. Hey, Mikel Obi say, or Candy Cinema say, a very disappointing pass at Chelsea. Into what Conference League and I went to me and qualify for Champions League. For so better was. Into more than a money of writing. Because was for so bien to say Chelsea be prayer kwakwaje Conference League na actually Champions League no ya hwehwe Chelsea ani ehu no say sadia ebe yem go ase pan so e de ama wo nam se yo ye de yate Because as I said, honestly, I think I support that. Chelsea needs to go back to the Champions League. What I said, and the Crystal Palace, I say, of 200 4-2. Yami Adumwa, Spurs, and Manchester United give no a numerous 7, and I give no and so because 7 pepe. Na give no so gidi and some get to Europa no. You hear who wins. Me was a Tottenham for now go Bilbao. Ay. And then some get to Tottenham way. Very interesting. Let's see how things will go. One fancy mess on social and there will be idea. But Yakobon, Uncle, no show.